this is like a trend. I'm gonna explain this like as neat as possible. If I didn't explain this in the beginning of the video, this is like a trend that's going around on TikTok that everyone's saying crashing out. I always say it in my music or saying in one of my videos. It doesn't matter to me, but I never knew it was like something else. I thought it was like always you being mad or something like that. But anyways, we're gonna get started with this video. We're not gonna make it as long as possible. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Make sure y'all see my Instagram and my Spotify is coming soon. Make sure y'all see my Discord and my YouTube music. That's up right now. And then yeah, make sure y'all follow me on TikTok if I'm gonna be on there, cause most likely I'm gonna be on there. So make sure you follow me on that. Like this hoodie, bro. Shit good. Damn.
Welcome to the internet's favorite form of entertainment. Watching people completely lose their
It's a bigger picture. You can't Photoshop me out. Some retard asked me why Aiden never shout me out. Like I'm supposed to give a
Yeah, that's you getting mad, or that's something wrong with your health or something like that. You need mental health, bro. You need to go to rehab. And the fact is, bro, this guy was in Boo. I think he was in Boo. I'm pretty sure he was in Boo, bro. I'm not tripping, but he got arrested the first time. I don't know why he's doing this again. He's probably doing this for money because he's known as a crash out. But a lot of people just do these kind of stuff for money, and I'm gonna see a video with y'all in a minute for that. But we're gonna see this video for
We used
first,
to call it rage.
but
Now it's
bro,
just called content. Your boss yells, you throw a chair. Congratulations, you're trending now. We look away, we share it,
if you trending as a crash out, bro, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong
laugh
with
at
your
it.
brain.
But beneath all of the memes, beneath all of the shock value and the guilty laughter, there's a mess that nobody wants to talk about. It's almost like we're designed to snap. Like there's some sort of twisted poetry in watching the pressure build until someone or something finally breaks.
Maybe I am just going crazy. Maybe I am.
But what if these viral moments aren't just random failures of self-control? What if they're just symptoms of something that's a much bigger problem for society? A society that manufactures pressure but eliminates release valves. So what exactly is crashing out?
So let's talk about what is a crash out. So I looked it up on the dictionary, and it basically said that it's someone that will risk their future without thinking about the consequences.
What does it mean to crash out? Hi, I'm Jessica and I teach you TikTok slang. When you're about to crash out, that means something just made you so mad or upset, you're about to make a decision that you might regret later. Some examples of crashing out, in my opinion, would be like your soccer team is losing and you just start a random fight with a guy in the stands that roots for the opposing team without fully considering that like you might get arrested.
Yo, he's about to crash out. Oh my God, yo, he's about to crash out. Yo, I crashed out yesterday. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You do not know what crash out means. Crashing out actually means something that you're willing to die about, bro. That's what crashing out used to mean before y'all just twisted it. Y'all will see someone get slightly angry, slightly pissed off and be like, yo, oh my God, he's crashing out.
And bro, I always knew that was just random and shit, bro. Like people using that just because they just want to use it as a trend and stuff. They just be making shit up now on TikTok. It'd be crazy. And it's always TikTok, bro. It's always, I don't even have nothing against it, but it's just always that, bro. That's how that chicken chonky trend started, bro. Stupid.
No, he's not.
All
No,
from
he's
a
not.
movie
He's just
clip.
a little agitated, bro. He's just in a mood swing. Relax.
Psychologically speaking, it's a failure of emotional regulation. But in every
And I said this before, bro. Deadass anything can be a trend.
Your coping mechanism collapse under pressure. You've seen it, maybe you've done it. It could be as simple as the friend who got fired after cussing off their boss.
But you can't do this to me. I started this company.
You know how much I sacrificed?
The friend who follows someone home after getting cut off. Or it could be as deadly as the quiet kid who's been bullied for months finally swinging back. Not just fighting back, but fighting back with scary intensity.
I'll be back. All right, we're back.
Even going as far as turning into a school, you know what? In some cases, we laugh at these moments because they're relatable.
I deadass might make this video
We're all one
laugh,
bad
so.
day away from being that person in that viral video. But what's not so funny is that we're building a society that manufactures these breakdowns, then punishes people for having them. It's kind of like we've created a pressure cooker, removed the valves, and then act shocked when it explodes. But you see, it's more than that. Let me tell you about 4 young men whose stories reveal something deeper about crashing out. These aren't just random cases that pulled from headlines either. These are patterns, emotional blueprints that repeat themselves over and over again. First, we have Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony was a 17-year-old straight A student and team captain of Frisco Centennial High School. College scouts were watching him, teachers praised him.
The fact is, bro, they be so normal. They're just like a normal guy in the beginning, but like they just be like, you know, bro, they just like crash out for no reason, bro. They just like rage for no reason. Just like TK, he was like, so he seemed like a nice kid in the beginning, like a nice kid that was going to school every day and stuff. And now he was trying to shoot people. He was killing people. He killed an old man. Why did he do that? I don't know. But he's not in prison. Should have had done that, bro. Should have had stay good. Now he's good in prison.
He had the kind of future that most parents dream about for their children.
And the fact is, he's
April
in the
2nd,
Texas prison, so
during a
they don't
track
play
meet,
that.
everything
Let's get to the
changed.
news now. A high school track meet ends in tragedy with one student dead and another under arrest. This happened at Kirkendall Stadium during the UIL District 11 5A championship.
Frisco police confirmed with us 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony is charged with for stabbing 16-year-old Austin Metcalf. Now, earlier today, we have spoken with some family members of Metcalf. They say he was a student here at Memorial High School. He was also a football player and a member of the track and field team. Now, I want to pull some video up for you. This is what it looked like once we got to the scene a little bit earlier today. Police say itself happened around 10 this morning during the UIL District 11 5A championship. This was held at the David Kirkendall Stadium.
A simple dispute escalated in seconds. Another student, Austin Metcalf, told Carmelo to move from under the tent. More words were exchanged, which led to Carmelo saying, "Touch me and see what happens." Carmelo warned him, and when Metcalf grabbed him, Carmelo went back, pulled out a knife, hit him once in the chest. Metcalf died at the scene, and when police arrived, Carmelo didn't run. He simply asked if Metcalf would survive and if his actions would be considered self-defense. He said, and I quote, "I did it. One moment, one decision, 2 lives destroyed." Now for Tamor McIntyre, known as TK. He was born in the year 2000 to parents affiliated with Crip gangs.
This is what I was talking
His
about.
father was incarcerated during his childhood, and his family moved from California to Texas to seek a better environment for him.
We ran away. We had to run away. That's why all this shit happened, because it was not like even good when we came to our dads. You feel me? Like, not even like that. Like, a lot of dudes don't try with their kids and shit. Like, so I give my dad that. I'm not saying he's a terrible dad, but hey, bro, like, life was messed up. Like, we kind of like, it was abuse going on in our home. We had to leave. You know, our mom kicked us out too. So basically, like, I ended up, Tamar was bouncing around places, and that's how this shit happened. You feel me?
By 16, TK was showing real promise as a rapper. But
Oh,
without
so he
proper
was
guidance,
abused
his life
too?
took a tragic turn.
I seen 4 people come in with guns and masks and hoodies, and then they came straight into my room.
He became involved in a home invasion that resulted in a and was immediately placed under house arrest. But then he cut off his ankle monitor and fled. And while on the run, he recorded his song, The Race, a song that talked about evading law enforcement that ironically peaked at number 44 on the Billboard Top 100.
And the weirdest part about it is peaking on TikTok right now as we speak. Not probably at the time that y'all seen this, it's May 15th, but it's still peaking up there. And a lot of people gone back to it. Almost has 1 billion views, so shit crazy.
You see, as his music career was taking off, he was spiraling deeper.
But he was a good artist, I'm not gonna lie. He was like one of them artists that are interesting, like Kevon and like Youngboy. They're just interesting. Their music is just like, I don't know. It's so bad as you hear the lyrics, but it's just so good at the same time. Because that's just a part of rap. You just listen to something and it's just fire. They just spit some random stuff like, oh, I'm shooting this Blake. Oh, I'm in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, like, you would actually with that. You would actually with that.
Into violence.
Involved an exchange of words between two carloads of people who just left a party New Year's morning 2016.
In 2017, 23-year-old photographer Mark
I
Anthony
can't believe he was
Saldivar
crying
during a robbery attempt just outside of a Chick-fil-A in San Antonio. The dispute was over so-called photography equipment and $30. Today, Tay K is serving a concurrent sentence of 55 and 80 years in prison. A once promising career exchanged for a lifetime behind bars. Then
Bro, I think he killed a guy over $10. I think he killed a guy over $10, bro. Am I not wrong? This nigga killed a guy for $10. I'm not
Daryl
wrong.
Gentry,
I don't think I'm
otherwise
wrong.
known as B2B
I think he
Savage.
did. I don't know.
B2B Savage was a 26-year-old rapper from San Antonio as well, with genuine talent and potential. In February 2023, he and his girlfriend were involved in a self-defense shooting during an attempted robbery at their apartment. Instead of moving past the incident, he leaned into it, posting graphic photos of the bloody crime scene on social media and discussing it in a widely viewed interview.
So, did they come in and pick up the body?
Okay, so I would have listened. I
essentially
would
just
not
threw blood all
listen
over
to
your
this
apartment?
nigga's music.
Yeah, they didn't even clean up. They just grabbed them and left.
Okay, have you cleaned up the apartment since then?
Yeah, cleaned up and left. So I did what it is.
On March 29th,
Bro,
2023,
he's laughing about it like it's
just
so
days
funny,
before
bro.
his death, he returned to the scene of the shooter, posting selfies with his jewelry lingering in the bloodstains. An act of quote-unquote clout chasing that made the already dangerous situation even worse. The next day, on March 30th, B2B Savage was in a targeted drive-by shooting.
Like, it's like not hitting me, but it's hitting me, and like I'm like getting these like, I noticed like my Instagram like start saying like people are sending me like stuff and tagging me on something, and then like what confirmed it is when his boy calls me and he's like, nah, like it's him, and I'm trying to figure out like how everybody knows, and I'm like how you like, it's an article, people are like posting some video, sending me some video of him, and then like that's when I got like another call, and it's like the investigator. I had a voicemail.
No, that's good. That's good for him because there's something wrong with that dude, bro. Like, who would actually leave their evidence, the bloodstains that they killed a guy in an apartment? Why would you leave bloodstains in your apartment walls? That makes no sense.
From the investigators.
Even if you're gonna
saying
clean
was,
it
like,
up, bro,
trying to
the
reach
police
his
is still
family
gonna
and
find
executing and
evidence.
everything.
The alleged
And
shooter
plus,
was
he was gonna go to jail regardless, bro.
Montrell Leonard Burley, a 40-year-old gang member and friend of the man
Fuck
that
wrong with
B2B
him?
Savage had in self-defense earlier. You see, he went from posting about violence to becoming a victim of it, and the entire cycle took place in less than 24 hours. And then we have Luigi Mangione. He was the definition of privilege and potential. the grandson of a wealthy real estate developer. He attended an elite prep school in Baltimore before studying business at the University of Pennsylvania. He was quiet, intelligent, and seemingly well-adjusted. Luigi didn't fit the profile of a violent extremist, but beneath the surface, something was changing. He became increasingly disillusioned, embracing a form of online traditionalism and developing nihilistic worldviews. His radicalization wasn't overtly political. It was sort of like a creeping sense of alienation, a growing frustration with societal structures, and particularly the American healthcare system. On December 4th, 2024, Luigi stalked and fatally shot 50-year-old Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Healthcare.
Overnight, police releasing 2 new images of the
Oh, that was him?
in the killing of
My bad, y'all. Bro, I'm just like, cause I think this was like a couple years ago, where I seen this news. I didn't know that was him that killed him.
United
That
Healthcare
CEO, I didn't know.
Brian Thompson, the person seen inside what appears to be a taxi cab, and in another photo walking next to a vehicle. It comes after police recovered this backpack in
He has a
Central Park,
mask on,
believed
so
to be linked to the person of
I
interest.
think this
seen
was back in
surveillance video.
2020.
Two
I don't
senior law
remember.
enforcement officials say no gun was found. What was found? A jacket and Monopoly money.
The shell casings at the scene were inscribed with the words "delay, deny, depose," a symbolic message about his perceived injustices in the healthcare system. A brilliant mind that could have created change through legitimate challenge, instead chose violence as his voice. You see, these weren't random moments. These weren't just bad people making bad choices. These were systems failing through individual bodies. Each person followed a specific pattern. 1, they had a ton of emotional pressure with no way to release it. 2, social contexts that rewarded aggressions. 3, an absence of intervention at critical moments. And 4, a trigger event that seems small in hindsight. You see, crashing out isn't just a decision, it's a reaction. So what's really happening here? Why do we keep seeing these stories play out over and over and over again?
If we don't take that attitude of wanting to learn from them, then we lose a golden opportunity to learn how to solve what I think is arguably the most serious public health problem our society, in fact, our species faces. I mean, if you think about it, the human propensity to commit just unlimited degrees of violence is the most direct threat to the continued survival of our species.
According to psychologist Dr. James Gillian, who studied violence for decades, all violence is an attempt to replace shame with self-esteem. That's not an excuse, it's a diagnosis. We've built a society that manufactures these breaking points through 4 critical failures. Male silence. From an early age, boys learn that emotional expression equals weakness.
Alright. I think that's the end of the video. Because he explained it, who the people were that crashed out and shit. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Those are the top 8 crash outs that you just saw on the screen. And he explained it right. If we have more of those in the world, bro, I'm telling you, them type of people are just, they're really for the youth, for real, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And I know some people has protected the youth. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But, bro, we can't have a lot of crash outs in the world. I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like I'm gonna get mad. I'm just gonna explain it as normal. I feel like I'm gonna get mad every time I do work and every time I do this content creating shit. Every time I do music or every time I do something publicly, I feel like I just want to punch this computer, bro. I want to punch this computer. Bro, I just feel like I want to punch somebody, bro, just because of it. Bro, I feel like, bro, that ass, when, and this is illegal, bro. This is illegal in all states. I'm not doing this or anything. But that ass, when a teacher just pisses me off, bro. And if they're allowing this too, if they're allowing teachers hitting students, you catching these hands, bro. You catching these hands. All right? But if, bro, like, say if like your teacher was like just like getting you upset, you would have your finger like fist balled up and shit, bro. That would be me. That's me. Like, oh, I just want to hit them so bad. Not the women's, I'm sorry. Not the girl ones though. But to be honest, bro, I just hold in my emotion. I don't let it out. I basically just don't like do all that. It's just not worth it at the end of the day because you're just going to get some type of treatment, some type of regret off of that, and some type of consequence out of that, as they say. So, I mean, it you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, for real, bro. You know, that's life. So, hopefully y'all enjoyed this live video. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. I will be editing my 2 videos in a minute. I have 2 videos that's coming up. Instagram Reels real soon. I think this video is long as shit. It's probably 40 minutes. Actually no, 20 minutes. Dang. I might make this video live at the same time. I really don't care. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. This kind of a serious video at the same time funny because they just renamed Crash Out on TikTok at the same time, because most of these trends come from TikTok now. They're not on YouTube, they're not on Twitter, they're not on Snap, they're not on Reddit, they're not on any other platform except for TikTok. So in a couple years, bro, I feel like TikTok is just gonna be taken over, unless it's gonna be banned. So, but I'm gonna be on it. Make sure y'all follow me on there. Make sure y'all follow me on there. Wherever it is, make sure y'all follow me. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next one. And again, and again, and again. I'm gonna see y'all.